quick look at the pet cemetery. I planted these lilies this year. Nothing going on there, but that is a beautiful lily. This is not native stuff. All of this is from somewhere else. We got, that's a daylily back there. Those take a couple of years. That's dianthus, and that's dianthus as well, but for some reason it's not doing as good. I think that's white, and the pink does a lot better. Again, I got to get in here. I spray this, every 2 weeks or so, and I pluck weeds here and there, but yeah, it's constant battle. Last year, it was either take this cedar out or severely prune it, and that's what I did. I cut, it had the top going that way. I cut that off. This is just one side branch, and I cut all the branches off that side branch to make kind of like a bonsai tree, and it's actually doing pretty well. I think I'll cut off that top part. Eventually I'll probably get rid of that altogether, but we'll cover this in a different video. This is the buffalo grass planting from 2 years ago and last year. And again, all that dead stuff is weeds, but this got really weedy because I nearly killed it last year. And I explained that in a different video, so you can go back and look at that. This is the original rock garden. This started out as one hens and chicks, a medium-sized one that I planted, that would be 13 years ago now. And either every summer or every other summer, it flowers like this. It sends up one flower because I believe these are all interconnected. Yeah, this had a stick fall from one of the trees earlier in the year, and it hit like right in here, and it smashed some of the dirt out and knocked one of these out. I refilled that and pushed it back in, and it's doing fine. And a lot of the dirt fell out of here. I repacked that and really didn't do anything, and all this new growth right here has taken over for that. That was all this year. We're gonna have a bunch of new stuff going here. That right there is a volunteer, and got a volunteer way the heck over there. Very interesting plant. I've really been slacking on this. The wind blew this down. It keeps blowing it down, and I really need to drill through the pipe and into the post to fix it so it doesn't come out of there. But again, this has been such a rainy year. Whenever it's dry, I gotta cut grass or weed, or there's just so much to do whenever you get a little bit of a dry spell. Like I was saying before, we got some mature yellow foxtail, and this crap, I'm gonna have to find out what that's called. I find out every year and then I forget, but we have a ton of it. I'll come in here and yank that out, as well as this. I end up with a huge pile of the stuff. Yeah, that is definitely big blue stem right there, and little blue stem right there. I guess you can see why they got their names. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. The stems are bluish, but depending on the plant, they can be incredibly blue, but they can also be like a reddish or lots of different colors. This blueberry has done tremendous this year. I picked off a lot of the bigger ones yesterday, but there was some massive blueberries. These are pretty darn big. It's the first year it's been like that. Other years, that would have been the average blueberry. The animals love these as well. The deer come and get them, and the red-headed woodpeckers come in here and yank them off as well. So I'm fighting with the animals here. Blueberry is my favorite fruit. So at some point, maybe I'll put a cage around this if it's going to be producing really nice berries like this. Yeah, those aren't quite ripe, but I'm going to eat them anyways. And here's the sunflowers. In the middle there, it's about 8 feet tall. Pretty much all of them are taller than me, and I'm 6'4". Yeah, that's going to be amazing once these start flowering. I'll circle around and show you the veggies we have planted and the container that's over there. I don't think I'll be able to get through here for much longer. I left a fairly wide path, but I knew this would happen. This is a really nice little blue stem. That's one plant. And another, and another, and another, and another. And a bunch of volunteers down that way. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning into this. And then I got a couple more little blue stems here. All of the ones like from here over, these are all volunteers. This used to be a walkway through here. So at some point, I'm probably going to have to thin this out a bit. I just saw my pencil that I dropped when I was weeding probably 3-4 days ago. Yeah, like I said, I'll walk in here and do 15 minutes worth of weeding. And if you do that every couple days, that kind of keeps things under control. Kind of. Got a milkweed back there, right there, and back in there as well. Those got to go. This little blue stem right here, that is only like 2 years old. There was a clematis here. Oh, yeah, just last year. It was still alive last year. Another milkweed. Yeah, there is tons and tons of milkweed growing all over around here. I'm not going to save milkweed in my garden. That it's so invasive, and I'm not going to save it for the monarch. Sorry. Okay, the food garden. This is snap peas. My wife likes those. I'm not a fan myself. Yellow and green peppers. We've picked a few of them while, or not yellow and green, but yellow and red. We picked a few while they were still green. And that one's turning a little bit yellow. But those are doing okay. And then we got tomatoes back in the jungle here. We got our cherry tomatoes back there and beefsteak right here, but they're getting pretty shaded out by the sunflowers. Yeah, this is getting out of hand here. This is our container for flowers. We got Chinese forget-me-not, and I believe these are 4 o'clocks, zinnias, and marigolds, Chinese forget-me-nots again. There was a pathway here, but this stuff kind of moved in on it. We expected this to happen and don't really care. A few packets of seeds don't cost that much, and we'll get a big mound of flowers here eventually. Back to the sunflowers again. Hopefully this flowers within the next couple days, because when it's the next time to cut the grass, I'm going to cut that out of there. And the rhubarb is way past its prime, but you let it die back like that. But when I planted this, the rhubarb was like right here, and I planted these stargazer lilies way over here, and the rhubarb just went insane and has taken over the whole area. And these stargazers are one of my favorite flowers. They are absolutely my favorite smelling flower. You used to not even be able to get at this area because of the two big wisterias that were growing here. One here and another one right there. And now we're getting volunteers constantly for that, but I'll keep yanking them out. Yeah, that thing was just way too invasive. The native sunflowers, I believe that's the native sunflower right there. And these are just volunteers from sunflower seeds like these that we planted years ago. And we got a little blue stem sunflower, cosmos, and various lilies and stuff. And besides the grapes, that pretty much wraps it up. So I'm going to have another update when all of this stuff goes into bloom. That should look really cool, as well as the ones in the ditch garden. It'll be a lot shorter video because there's going to be a lot less to see. I also want to do a video of the tall grasses when those start going into seed. That is a cool look as well. So if you want to see any of those videos, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.